Good morning. It's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified.
So I took this out of my inventory. It's been in the shop for way too long. Oh, there goes the sandpaper. I put sandpaper on top and then forgot it was there. I gotta go pick it up. This has been in my inventory for far too long. I bought it thinking that it's a great little side table and somebody will just buy it the way it is and then I wouldn't have to do any work to it. Wrong. We're coming up on a year of having this thing and no one's purchased it, and I had it down to like $15. No one even bid on it. And actually, did it go lower than that? I don't remember. I don't remember anymore. I've taken hello English, taken the price tag off in preparation for sanding and prepping and painting. Nothing wrong with this table. It's not wobbly. I don't have to make repairs. That is so rare in my line of work. The only thing I have to do is sand it and paint it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Part of me wants to paint this a really bright color and have some fun with it because it's a wonderful little accent table. Should I do it? I don't know. I really want to. I'm tempted to do that and then put something on top of it, like decoupage something to the top. I mean, make it a little interesting. But at the same time, I know that if I do that, it limits my customer base. I have had good luck when I paint bright colors, but at the same time, again, I don't want this in my inventory for another year. You know, I need to move it on. It's time for it to go. So I feel like it's going to have to be white. I hate painting white. I really hate painting white. It's not my favorite. And it's got this big knot here. So right here on the side of the table is this giant wood knot hole. That's going to have to be primed. It goes all the way through to the other side. I'm going to have to fill it and sand it because that will show. That's the only thing that I have to do as far as repairs. And technically it's not a repair. It's just filling in where there is a hole from whoever built this. They just turned it. They just did a post out of one that had a knot hole in it. And look, there's a knot hole down here too. All right, well, we might as well fill all of them. And then when they're dry, we'll sand it down, get it ready for some paint. White. I have so much color in here. I have so many fun colors that it's really frustrating to me when I have to paint white. Ooh, I love color. I could paint it black and then put like a pink flower on the top. That could be a thing. Ooh, I have my decoupage papers. Maybe I'll look through my decoupage papers, but let's get this filled. First things first, let's fill those knot holes. And I just filled it with DAP plastic wood, I don't know. It goes, goes on pink, dries down to white, so you know that it's dry. I like it because I'm always in a rush and I'm never paying attention really. And I've been that person that's put the regular wood putty in there and then it's like, oh, it's not dry, and I smear it all over the place. Then I gotta redo it and Now I'm going to go get that sandpaper off the floor because we have to give this whole thing a rough sand. So anybody who's watched the channel for any length of time knows that when I do a project like this and I do the rough sand on it, I will give the lecture about you will never regret preparing the surface. I'm going to do it again because you'll never regret sanding and prepping a surface. It doesn't matter what paint you're using. I know there are a lot of paints that claim that you don't have to prep the surface. If you read the fine print on those paints, it will tell you it's not a bad idea. You know, and I'm sorry, it's not a bad idea. You will not regret prepping the surface. And all you're doing is giving it a light scuff. You're not going down to the bare wood to give the paint something to bite onto, right? Just think of it like ice. I think I used that analogy once before. Like, if you're out on the ice, you got nothing to grip, you got no gription, right? You throw some dirt down on it, little grit, and suddenly, woo, it's not slippery anymore. This is slippery. What we're going to do is like throwing the dirt down on it. We're going to sand it just a little bit. You don't have to go crazy with it. It's not going to hurt anything. Just light sand the whole thing. Just to make scratch marks in the clear coat so that the paint has something to stick to. There you go. Got my lecture done. Okay. Let me go get my sandpaper. I'm going to grab a plastic drop cloth too because the table that's underneath it, I'm not going to I want to protect it because the top I don't want to paint. I'm going to repaint the base on that piece, so I'm going to protect it these you get at the Dollar Tree. And they're way too big for what I need. So like I can take this and cut it to the size that I need, right? More than enough. And it's $1.25 for this giant piece of plastic. Ooh. And I get more than one use out of it. I mean, it's pretty awesome for $1.25. I do have drop cloths that I can reuse. Not going that route today. Look at this. Massive. Okay. I am going to leave it up here because it makes it easier for me to paint. What the heck was that? Oh, the bottom table is wobbly. I'm like, what? What? The bottom table's wobbly, but now I don't want to repaint the top of that table. I am going to paint the base. So we're just going to protect it. Ta-da! And I'm glad I thought ahead. But these are, you know, don't sleep on these. If you need to get some plastic drop cloths, like, I mean, seriously, just cut them to the right length. I mean, you got plenty. There's plenty in here. This is huge. How big is it? 9 by 12. I clearly don't need a 9 by 12 in here for this little table. So, I mean, I can get a couple projects covered with that one drop cloth. Little money saving tip, because this at Menards or Ace Hardware or the other big box stores is a lot more money. I don't even know how much more, but Dollar Tree, $1.25, it makes it so nice. Like I did that in my basement because they always put the floors in before you paint the walls. That's just stupid. Can we just all agree that that's stupid? Like every builder in the world should paint the walls before the floor goes in. Anyway. So we had to protect the floors, the brand new floors, to paint the walls. And the $1.25 store was amazing for that. Okay. Anyway, and let this dry so I can sand it when I sand the whole rest of it. I'm not painting it white. Guess what color I'm painting it? Blue. I got my blue paint out because I found a decoupage paper that I've been wanting to use, and I think I showed it to you guys once before. This one. And you can't really see it from that image, but there is a blue. Oh, you can see it right here on the edge of the paper. You see that blue? See the blue? I'm going to decoupage the top with that floral paper, and the base is going to be blue. So let's get to painting. Have I ever told you how much I love painting color? Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. I love color. I'm going to have to paint the top white for the image of the decoupage to really pop, but the rest of it's going to be this blue. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. All right. I'm going to put my music on and I'm going to finish painting the whole rest of this.
So she's raising the child.
Beautiful, beautiful coat one. It's so pretty. I love blue, first of all. It's my favorite color. And second of all, it's not white. I mean, I'm going to have to paint a little white on it, but oh, how pretty. You can't tell me that is not gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. With the flowers on top. Oh, I can't wait. I'm very excited about this. Don't wreck my buzz. All right, we're going in for coat 2. This has been drying for about 45 minutes now. It's dry to the touch, but it is not cured by any means. So it is not, it's not perfect. So you can see it's a little streaky, even though it's dark. You know, I've got the streaks here and all that good stuff. So that's why we got to do multiple coats. Hopefully it's not going to be like 10. I'm going to do this part white, but I got to do this part blue. So I think what I'll do is end up rolling this white before trimming that off. But I went around the edges. I love it. All right, we're going to do coat 2. All right, now she's up on her pin. She's had her second coat, but now I've got to get the spots that I missed. So because I had flipped upside down, the top surfaces, even though I paint upside down, aren't perfect. So we got to now paint it this direction. There's missing here, missing there. I'll get you closer. Hang on. So you can see where it's missing here. And then right up there. So little spots, but it's looking real good. It's so pretty. And then once I've done finishing that up, we can paint the top white before decoupaging the image over it, just because I held it up to the blue and it skews the flowers to look way too blue, and I don't want them to be blue. I just want that little pop of blue up there. So I'm going to paint that white up there, but I'm going to leave that lip blue, which will help the blue in the image pop. It's going to be so pretty. I'm so excited. I didn't paint it white, and I'm very happy. I feel naughty when I paint a color. I painted a color. I love this color too. This is one of my favorite blues. So I painted a couple pieces of furniture in my basement this color blue, and I love them. And I absolutely love, I don't even care what I paint with it. Like, I could paint a toilet seat with it, and I'd be happy with that toilet seat. You know what I mean? When you find that color for you, and this is latex wall paint. I'm going to say that out loud because somebody slipped into my comments and went, you can't paint furniture with latex. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So this is latex wall paint. And yes, you can paint latex on furniture. This is not going outside, so it's perfectly safe to paint furniture with latex paint. What do you think there was before furniture paint came out? We've all been sold a bill of goods And I'm not paying $45 for a jar this size anymore. I'm just going to paint latex. And look at the colors. Plus, they mix it for you. Like, if I go buy a gallon of latex paint, I can have it mix any color I want. When you find that perfect color, that perfect shade, you're going to want to paint everything in it. You're going to want to cover every piece of furniture in your house in that beautiful blue. It's like a very pretty navy blue cobalt. I don't know. It's so pretty. I love it. This is a beautiful color. Okay, I got white on the roller. I'm going to go roll the top. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, and I am going to do a second coat. It's fine, but I want it to be as white as and even as possible for the design's sake. I don't want the design to be impacted by like uneven painting. It doesn't look uneven, but it is what it is. I want it perfect. So I did obviously this direction. Then when I go back, I'm going to do that direction just to make sure that every little bit is covered. And then we have to let it dry overnight. Sorry, it's going to be a two-parter, and then we'll decoupage the top. But today we're going to get this painted, and that's just about it. So it'll be what it is for now. Let's let this dry, and then I'll come back and roll it again. I got the second coat of white on there. I have to let it dry, but I got my favorite angle brush to do the trim. So this part up here goes right up against the white. So we need to let it dry. Otherwise, you're going to have like a light blue instead of this gorgeous dark blue. So I'm going to put a hairdryer on it because I'm impatient and I'm running out of daylight, y'all. Burning daylight. We can't be doing that. So I want to get in there and paint this as soon as possible because I do want this completely painted tonight so that tomorrow is decoupage day. It looks so pretty. It's going to look so great. In my mind, this is going to be gorgeous. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay. So this is what it looks like on the top. Now I've got the first coat of blue around here. But, yeah, I did hit the white a little bit. I think it'll be okay, though. We did most of the design will be covered. Right? Let's let that dry, get a second coat of blue on there, cover up all the ills, and then we'll be done. At least for today. We'll be back tomorrow when it's had a chance to dry overnight. So we can get a little decoupage glue on it. And I have to iron the design because we know the wrinkles don't come out when you decoupage with this particular paper. So I'll have to iron that before we start tomorrow. Looks good. Looks good. My brushes are clean and my paint is closed. It is done. Let me get you up there and show you all the detail work, but it's sloppy. I didn't tape it off. It's a little sloppy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm excited. Let's just let it dry, but let me show you. A little sloppy over here, but otherwise it's all trimmed off, and then tomorrow we will decoupage the image onto there, and it's gonna be so super pretty. I am so excited about this stupid piece of furniture. I came in here this morning going, I gotta paint it white and get it in the shop, and then it went from I gotta paint it white to I don't know, I gotta paint it white. I'm so excited. I can't wait for tomorrow. It's gonna be great, but it needs to dry overnight before we put anything on top of it, because the paint needs time to just settle down and stick, right? So we're going to give it an overnight dry. Really don't want to. I really want to go in and start decoupaging, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be good so that it stays put. And then I'll probably use the hard coat, which is made for furniture, and especially for a tabletop. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to ask my husband to take it out to the shop to spray clear. Although we've got like near 50-degree temperatures coming this weekend, I could spray clear it outside if I wait long enough. So 50 degree. That could spray clear outside. But I want to make sure that the tabletop is extra protected because, again, tabletops are where people put hot drinks, where they put plates, where they put a alarm clock or whatever else they're going to put on it or scratch it. So we want to make sure it has a clear coat, a polyacrylic or a polyurethane over the top, something to keep it from being damaged. It's just, if nothing else, the tabletop. Okay. So like, if you're going to learn anything from me about, do I clear it? Do I not clear it? This isn't going to get much use. That up there is going to get a lot of use. So absolutely, you need a clear coat over the top, a tabletop like that. So just trust me. Trust me. Okay? Just trust me. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.